Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. A back-to-back miracle is what you need today, guys. A back-to-back miracle is what you need for the Prism event that just popped up. Summon pool event. So these pop up every, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks is what we've been used to. And they have multiple different champions of a specific theme every single time. This time around, they didn't specify. It's just an anniversary summoning pool is what they're saying here. But there are some amazing champions here up for grabs. The only problem is you gotta summon the Prism shards and you gotta get lucky. And well, it has to be a back-to-back miracle, okay? 7% chance for a legendary, and then there's 14 legendaries up on the pool. So it's 1 out of 14 to get what you're looking for. So let's say you're looking for Newt, it's 1 out of 14. Let's say you're looking for Prince Karma, 1 out of 14. 1 out of 14 is 7%. So having that in mind, you gotta get 7% and then 7% again. How often that will happen? It's all luck, guys. There's no mercy system with the Prism crystals, and you cannot get them from many events. There might be maybe 50 or 60 if you go very deep into the different events that will pop up in the next couple of days. Usually I think like a dungeon divers will give us, or an artifact enhancement is what we've been used to. And then sometimes they would do a sand devil one, but they've already done a sand devil a couple of days ago. I don't think they'll do another one right now. So yeah, sometimes we do get like 1 or 2 summons worth of crystals if we go really deep into those events and tournaments. If you want to buy it, okay, these are the prices always. They've never done a big discount on them, so it's about well, it's not $10, it's $7.50 per summon. It's more expensive than almost everything that we have, okay? I'm not gonna say the sacred shards because sacred shards are on a league of their own since they have a mercy system. These do not have a mercy system. So if you think about how low the chances of a sacred shard are to get a legendary, sometimes I pull 20 and I don't get one. I pulled 28 one time and I didn't get one. So pulling 28 of these times $7.50, that might be $200 for you to get one legendary. And that one legendary might be, let's say, Battle Khazar, which you might have already, which I have 2 of those. I have 2 Newts. I have 4 Cupidus. I have 2 Valkyries. I have 2 Iron Bragos. What I don't have is this guy, Nekmothar. I don't have Theodore. I don't have Noct, which I don't care. I don't have Harima. This is the big one on the banner here that makes it interesting. And I don't have Korugar. So it is like a 50-50 if I get something that I don't have. But would I spend on it personally? I don't know. They have to do like a first time thing which would be like a really big offer. Not the ones we're used to. Usually they do this, which is the standard pricing, and they don't do anything out of that, which I don't understand why. But it is, I guess, for people who just really want to go for those specific champions. Other times they would have these with like 4, 6, or 8. This time they put 14 champions in there, which I think is too much. Anyway, if we have a look at the epics though, I think some of the epics are really, really good and worth it if you're somebody who's just starting out and you are a spender and you don't have many champions yet. There's big champions in here. For example, Fire Gun can be used for Mikage to get Mikage. Lady Quillen, the same thing for Mikage. Mordecai is great HP burner, but usually people have an HP burner nowadays. Geomancer is amazing, of course. Doom Priest, also very strong. Husk, amazing for the Hydra. Skull Crusher, amazing for Clan Boss. But not so much, I would say, anywhere else. Makes things slow in all other areas. Maybe Fire Knight if you're having issues with. Creod and the Blue, very strong for the Fire Knight hard. And we have Aishma. I think she's strong for Clan Boss. I think she's got like poisons. And then we have many other good epics that can be worth picking up in terms of usefulness, overall usefulness. I think they put in lots of top tier ones. Seeker, Allure, Thane, Farrakhan the Fat, Magnar, Phoenix, Steel Skull. All of these are some of the top epics. So I think they just picked the champion favorites of the community. It feels like they picked those, and then they also put in some that are not so so much of a favorite. For example, Korugar, he's relatively new compared to everything else on the board right now. Same thing with Noct. Didn't we have this guy with the sleep banner the other day, right? Just 3 days ago, wasn't he on a banner? Same thing, I think, for Stalthus. Or no, actually he wasn't there. Prince Kaimar was also on a banner. And then everything else is relatively been a long time since I've seen them on a banner. Maybe Nude was the more recent one. But Cupitus, not so recent. But I think he's still a favorite because people would use him a lot with Venus together in arena team. So that's why I think they put him in there. Valkyrie is strong on her own. Iron Brago is a very strong OG, I would say, 2021 champion. Gives passively more defense to everybody. Has a stun, has a provoke, has increased defense, has decreased attack, has decreased duration of all buffs. I mean, his kit is just insane for what he is. And then everything else in terms of the epics can find some use. And the Moonbeam is also needed for Mikage. This guy is also needed for Mikage. So lots of Mikage champions as well. So I think at least 4. I want to say at least 4. Might be 5. Not sure about this guy. I don't think so. But at least 4. No, 5. I think Elijah is also needed for Mikage. So pretty interesting as a banner, guys. What do you do in terms of when you see these? Do you just go with the flow? If there's an event you can complete, you do that. And then you call it a day. I don't know if I'm gonna spend on this. I've never spent on these. I said I'm never gonna spend on them. But the Harima is tempting. And everything else. I mean, it's not just Harima. It's the fact that if I don't get Harima, maybe I'll get this guy, which I don't have. Maybe I'll get this guy, which I don't have. Maybe I'll get this guy, which I don't have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions I don't have. 5 out of 14. Let's say I hit a legendary. 5 out of 14. That's a 35% chance I get a non-dupe. 35% chance is not great, is it? Everything else I wouldn't really be happy with, especially Cupitus. I've got too many. Stalthus I would be okay with a second one. Balcazar, no. Nishag, maybe you could do like extreme bomb teams, but not really. And then everything else is just food, especially the epics. I have dupes of almost every one of them, so I don't really need any of these. So it would just be legendaries. But that's it, guys, for this one. In terms of the Prism summons, again, remember, there's no mercy system, so don't go crazy on this, thinking, oh, the next one is going to be a legendary. There might not be. There might not be the next one. You might just be pulling and pulling and pulling and not get anything. So you might actually suck a lot to some of those and actually spend on those. So yeah, 4 of these, amazing. That's a disaster. I'm at 38 fragments and I'm almost out of these. Fantastic. So yeah, that was the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of these Prism events. Do you go for them? Do you buy? Do you not buy? Just go for maybe 1 event so you get enough for 1 summon. That's what I try to do, but we'll see. We'll see. That Harima is looking at me. I'm looking at her. It's interesting. Thank you all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.